Hi, and welcome to the introductory video to Australia. Australia is the world's smallest continent, but it is the sixth largest country in the world. Australia has a population of 24.3 million inhabitants, and 65% of the population lives in a capital city. The GDP of Australia is 1.2 trillion, and the Department of Industry, Department of Innovation and Science, and the Services Department accounts for more than 60% of the country's GDP. Australia's largest cities are Sydney and Melbourne. Now, let's move on to our scenario, where our American is set on a global assignment to work in Australia and experience the business culture. Hey boss,
Hi Trey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good so far. So there was a last minute meeting last night, with the Ritz, and looks like the Australian team is struggling with their process. So you might have to travel this weekend and sort of help them out with your process.
Okay, can I have some more information then?
So I think you're gonna be traveling this Saturday, and I'm gonna send you an email which has all of your information, the passport, the visa, and who's gonna pick you up from the airport. All you have to do is just be there, and everything else is taken care of.
Okay, and before I accept this, I just want to let you know that I do have a limited amount of information regarding the Australian culture.
Uh-huh.
So, is there anything I should do to prepare, or is there someone there that can help me?
Oh, don't worry about it, Trey. I'm sure you'll catch up. It's just that you just have to be there. That's probably it.
Alright, okay, I'll go ahead and let my wife know tonight, and I'll get it all set up. Thank you.
Cool. Have a nice day. Let me know if you have anything else and if you have any other questions.
Alright, take care.
Bye, Trey.
Goodbye.
3 days later. "24 hours later."
Now, some things to note in Australia's business culture. First, the dress code is normally dark-colored, conservative dress clothing. Also, Australia business culture believes in time etiquette. Everyone should arrive on time, not too early or not late at all. Furthermore, when commuting, it is common to wear sandals, or also known as thongs, to work, and then changing to dress shoes upon arrival. Lastly, there's not many free Wi-Fi in Australia's business culture because they believe in establishing relationships and living in the present. Now, let's move on to Trey meeting his Australian team.
So how was your weekend?
Good. You guys go down to the beach. It was a beautiful weekend.
It was nice weather.
Really nice weather, yeah. Did you guys catch the game at all? Hey Trey, how you doing?
Hi Trey.
I'm doing good.
Welcome.
Trey, nice to meet you.
Dominic, nice to meet you.
Trey,
Welcome.
nice to meet you.
Krista, nice to meet you,
Nice to
Trey.
meet you. My name's Trey. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I heard there's a lot of things we need to catch up
Oh,
on.
hold on. Tell us about your trip first. How's your hotel? How are you flying to Australia so far?
My flight was good. It's different than America in some part with the Wi-Fi, but overall it seems very welcoming. By the way, here are my business cards for your contacts. Here you go. Here you go. And here you go. And something that I noticed was that in America, there's a lot of talks about immigration. And I guess I'm just curious, when it comes to strict laws and all that, what do you guys think?
Yeah, we don't really talk about that much here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So what did Trey do wrong? First, do not rush into business talk. Instead, establishing relationships with casual conversation is the first task in a meeting. Some popular topics could be the weather, sports, particularly Australian football, AFL, or anything related to Australia in a positive way is a good conversation starter. Also, some topics to avoid would be religion or even politics. No matter how curious you are, do not ask about immigration or Aboriginal issues.
A few moments later.
So I made the best kangaroo steaks this weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you know, it was so nice out. I barbecued and yeah, they turned out really well.
Yeah, what did you season it with?
Just, you know, a little bit of spices, a little bit of black pepper, you know, but I can't tell you my secret.
You know what's really good? Creole. There's some Creole
Oh, yeah?
seasoning.
Okay, I'll have to try that next
Yeah.
time. Okay, alright.
Oh, it's getting a little late. You want to head out to our next meeting?
Yeah, you're right. We're a little behind.
Cool, well, I'm gonna stay and finish up a couple things with Trey, and I'll catch up with you guys later after lunch.
Okay, all right. See
It
you
was nice
later.
meeting
It was
you.
nice meeting you.
Have a good one.
Let us know if you need anything, all right?
All right.
All right, thank you, Trey. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Take care.
Alright, so let's get down to business on this project.
So Dom, I noticed that you guys were very casual about the conversation, and I wasn't used to that. I wasn't ready for that, and I was wondering if there's any insights or tips that you can provide for me coming from America into here.
Yeah, we do things a little bit different, you know, than you do back home in America. We like to talk a little bit, you know, before we get down to business, before we have our meetings, just to connect and build those relationships with each other. And you know, you'll see us when things get tense and we get into some uncomfortable situations. Maybe there's some conflict on the project or some stress going on. We like to cut through that with a little bit of humor. So you know, you might see some bad jokes, but that's our way of dealing with that. And don't let our language offend you either. You know, we can use some foul language here and there, but don't take it personal. That's just how we do things.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And I mean, I really want to be an expatriate and get all of this down so that I can work better with your team, especially when everyone else comes back from their meeting and their lunch. So thank you for the help, Dom.
You're on the right track, Trey.
All right.
2 hours later.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
How was your lunch?
It was good. It was good. How was your talk, your conversation with Dom?
We've been making some good progress in here.
Yeah, we almost finished up on the deliverables needed for this week. But instead of talking about business, I want to focus more on, you know, how was your guys' day? How was the food? What are your plans for this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have new burgers because Dom here decided to bring it up.
Oh, very
And-
nice, very nice.
But I don't know how it would compare to the ones you made, so
Probably not compare at all.
but
Yeah.
you'll have to try that because it's pretty good.
Did you tell Trey about how we don't tip around here?
All right, now that we're on that topic, something you should know is that we don't tip our waiters and waitresses here.
Why is that? That sounds so different from how America does it.
Yeah, we get a lot of visitors who are from America who are surprised that we don't tip here. It's just not customary. We sort of expect as, you know, customer service providers that good service is always, you know, I guess required and expected. So we're really not expecting more, you know, sort of monetary value for providing good service. And it's just another thing of that is part of the price of what you're paying for is incorporated, you know, with the taxes and tip as well. So.
Wow, that's very insightful. I actually like that. I like that much more than how America does it. Thank you.
Much, much, much later.
Okay, guys, I feel like today was a good day. We did a lot of work, and I can see why using humor was beneficial to the whole progress and the work environment. So I really like that. Thank you for giving me more information on how the Australian business works.
Yeah, you're welcome, Trey. I think it's been a real successful day. Let's go grab a beer, shall we?
Yeah, we shall. I have first shot, guys.
Woo!
Because Trey took Dom's advice on establishing relationships before work, he was able to work more cohesively with his team. Additionally, Dom mentioned that in the Australian work culture, they use humor to diffuse tense situation and are sometimes known to use swear words. It's not to be cruel, but how Australians ease the stress and have fun. Some additional info: Australians are direct when ideas are bad, so do not be offended if your ideas are immediately turned down. Furthermore, Australians' business culture believe in strong eye contact, and the acceptable distance is at arm's length. In terms of greeting, a handshake and a smile is most appropriate. In a social setting, a European kiss on the cheek becomes acceptable between members of the opposite sex. Furthermore, business cards should be handed over in the beginning of meetings, and don't be worried if you do not get one back. This could be that the other person does not have one to hand back to you. In terms of giving gifts, it is not normal to give gifts in a business setting. As long as it is not an attempt at bribery, it will be very much appreciated. For socializing after hours, Australians enjoy going out for drinks, and the Australian term round of drinks are called shouts. And while they do enjoy drinking, Australians do not binge on high volume of alcohol. We hope you enjoyed this video and gained a deeper insight on how Australia's business culture operates. To sum it all up, Australia's business culture is relaxed but business focused. While Australians are not too formal, they understand business is more enjoyable if there is less formality and more emphasis on establishing a welcoming environment. And by the words of a famous Australian icon,
Woohoo! The proof is in the pudding. We're doing it!
thank you and have a good day.